Hello Army, welcome back. Tonight, New York became witness to something that's keeping armies around the world awake. Two big names, one suitcase, one secret destination, and it all ended up in a city that's never even been on anyone's radar. But what's giving people chills isn't that. There was one small moment, just a few seconds long, that turned out to be the most honest proof of who they really are behind the stage. That night, a hotel lobby in New York suddenly grew crowded, not because of a concert, not because of a previously announced schedule, but because two familiar silhouettes walked out with suitcases in hand. Jimin and Jungkook, two members rarely caught on camera together outside group schedules, were spotted leaving the hotel that night, heading to the same destination, Foxborough. For those unfamiliar, Foxborough isn't a tourist city, nor is it a typical stop on a K-pop idol's itinerary. The name felt unfamiliar, almost never mentioned in a story or press release. Precisely because of that unfamiliarity, netizens moved fast. Within minutes, search hashtags started popping up. ARMY began sifting through possibilities. What event could be happening there? Is this an unannounced solo project? Or something more personal, far from the spotlight? What made this moment feel different was the silence around it. No official announcement. No lengthy caption explaining the reason. Only small digital traces, a short video, a few captured frames, picked up and spread by fan accounts. That alone was enough to keep the timeline buzzing all night. But the drama didn't stop there. Around the same time, far from the hustle of New York, Taeyang, known as V, showed a different side entirely. Not about schedules, not about a major project, but about something far simpler and more personal, his meeting with Stoney Blue, his beloved dog. Through his Instagram story, V shared the moment, brief, with barely any words, just a short caption, Boston, marking where he was headed next. But it was exactly that simplicity that made the moment stand out. In the middle of a packed schedule, under a spotlight that never really stops, Taeyang made time for one small thing, seeing Stoney Blue before continuing his long journey to Boston. For those who've followed V's journey for a while, moments like this aren't unfamiliar. Behind the big stage and the lights, he's known as someone who always sets aside time for small, personal things, and Stoney Blue has always been part of that. That brief story, though only a few seconds long, was enough to remind many people that behind global celebrity status, there's a simple routine still being kept. What's interesting is that these three big names, Jimin, Jungkook, and V, all moved toward the same general area that night, Massachusetts. Foxborough and Boston are only about a 30-minute drive apart. Coincidence? For ARMY, a coincidence like this rarely feels like just a coincidence. The timeline filled up with theories, from the possibility of an unexpected reunion to speculation about a project that might involve more than one member at once. As of now, there's been no official confirmation from anyone about the event or the reason behind their movements. No press statement. No official post explaining things clearly. All that's left are small traces, a departure video, a short story, a two-word caption that managed to unite the curiosity of thousands of people in a single night. In the end, maybe it isn't about where they went or what project might be happening behind the scenes. What made that night meaningful is a simple reminder that behind the big stage, the spotlight, and the millions of eyes always following their every step, there are small moments still being protected, a brief meeting with a beloved pet, a journey shared with a groupmate, needing no lengthy explanation to mean something. Maybe that's what keeps ARMY following every trace, no matter how small, not just out of curiosity about schedules or projects, but because in every small fragment, there's always a human side, a reminder that behind global stardom, they still hold on to simple routines worth celebrating. As simple as meeting a dog before a flight, or walking together toward the same destination without needing many words.